Hey guys, hello. So I know that you all are not used to getting videos like this from me, but I felt the need to be, hey y'all. So listen, first of all, happy New Year's Eve, okay? And so I'm doing this video, and you guys don't normally see videos like this from me, but I've been having so many people reach out to me and comment on videos and say, hey, we see you're losing weight. We see that you're looking a little bit different, like what's going on? And you guys know, like I said, I don't normally do videos like this, but I always talk about transparency, and I always talk about leading by example. Hey guys. And so I have been doing some things behind the scenes to work on myself, and you all have been noticing. So I said, you know what? Let me start off, right? Go into 2022. Thank you. Kind of letting you guys know what I did, and also, guys, why I did it. So, guys, I recently just lost 45 pounds. Give it up for your girl, okay? Can I get some love? I need some hearts, some emojis, something, because I just recently lost 45 pounds, and I actually just lost it in the last 90 days. Okay, guys, so I'm going to explain to you what I did, guys. I did it in 3 steps. So for all the women and men on here, I'm going to tell you what I did in the last, like the 3 steps that I did to lose this weight fast, and I'm keeping it off. And guess what, y'all? I'm going to just say it. I did not have surgery or liposuction or tummy tuck or anything else of that nature. As a matter of fact, hold on. Can you guys see me? I'm in my new house. So right now I have on a tank top and tights. Just no body shape or no anything else like this. I'm still a thick girl, but yeah, y'all see it going in? All right, so so I still have work to do. All right, so let me say this. 45 pounds in 90 days. So number one, the reason why I did it, guys, is because I'm very big on leading by example and practicing what you preach, right? And so I was saying that, I'm very big on wealth building and finances and all those things and leading by example and all of that. And what do I always say for everybody in Elite 10? Thank you guys for everybody in Elite 10, for everybody else in the audience, for Credit Leverage Lifestyle. I always say it's about discipline. Come on, somebody. And I'm going to tell you how to start too, because it's iron sharpens iron. And what I'm going to say to you about discipline is that I am very disciplined, as you can imagine, in my finances, with my business, with my credit, with all those things. But I wasn't being super, disciplined with my health, with my weight, with how I was taking care of myself, even just working so crazy where I'm not eating right, I'm not sleeping right, and all those things. And I said, you know what, Terry, if I have the power, come on, somebody, be disciplined with finances, business, with family, with faith, then I can be disciplined in this area too. I really have to. You shouldn't be picking and choosing. And I'm going to just say this, right? We're going to be real. Y'all know how I am. I'm transparent. This is New Year's Eve. So I have people who are trainers, right? Who are personal trainers, who are fitness gurus, right? And they are snatched. They look amazing. They work out every single day. They drink, all kinds of water. Then when it comes to their credit and their finances, they're overspending their budget. They can't get it right. Guys, the same principle, discipline, is supposed to carry you through all areas of your life. So if you can be disciplined with waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and disciplined with drinking your water and working out, you're a size 2 and this is like your thing. You can be disciplined with your finances and your business. And the reverse is true too. If I'm super disciplined there, I can be disciplined right here. So how it started, guys, real quick. So you guys know that I am a coach. However, I have coaches. I have mentors. Why is that important, guys? Your leaders should also be led by somebody. This is a nugget. If you have a leader or a coach and they don't have anybody that they're held accountable to, that's a problem, because great leaders are great students. So one of my coaches, shout out to Latoya Okia. Guys, I'll tag her, Latoya. She started losing weight. As I'm doing sessions with her, I'm like, you look really good. Like, what are you doing, right? And it was iron sharpens iron. Thank you so much, guys. It was iron sharpens iron. So I'm seeing her like losing weight and working out and being super intentional. She looks amazing. I'm like, well, I'm leveling up in all these other areas. Why aren't I leveling up here, guys? And so seeing her do that was the very first thing that kind of held me accountable, because I myself invested in a coach. And real quick shout out, guys, I have multiple coaches. Let me just say that right here. Obviously, a Jamal King 9-to-5 millionaire, everybody from Deeper Than the Brand. Shout out to the whole Deeper Than the Brand. Kurt, Carl, Nikki, Nick, Jose, they hold me accountable. They celebrate me when I do great things. They tell me when I'm drawing, when I'm tripping, iron sharpens iron. So one thing about us being adults and entrepreneurs is that, and it isn't right going after your goals, honestly, is that because we're adults, we know everything. We say we want accountability, but do we really? So shout out to them, and even Align with Allison. Shout out to Align with Allison. She's helping me with some relationship stuff, guys. So I have people that hold me accountable. My spiritual leaders, Pastor Mike and Pastor Brown, that hold me accountable. So as I was making goals, I was like, I want this to be a goal. Now, I'm about to tell y'all my weight. Lord, I was not going to say this on here. Okay. So I've always been a big girl, right? So I'm bottom heavy. So I'm smaller up top and bigger down the bottom. So I carry my weight a certain way. And I know a lot of times you don't really say your weight, but I can't be transparent with everything else and not be transparent here. So in October, we went to Make Real Estate Real, guys. We did Make Real Estate Real in Mexico. Shout out to everybody on here who was at Make Real Estate Real in Mexico in October. On that trip, guys, I was like the biggest I've been in a while. And also, guys, my face, it was like really broken out in my face. I was really stressed out. I was coming out of a relationship that was really unhealthy. And you guys know sometimes when you're dealing with things internally, it can manifest on the outside. So I'm breaking out, I'm really heavy. I'm already a fit girl. I'm always going to be a fit girl, but I was more uncomfortable than I've ever been, guys. And it was about nobody else but myself, about being comfortable in my own skin. So when I look back at those pictures, I look back at that time, I was like, Terry, we can do better than this. And so that's when I made a decision. So step number one, guys, and mind you, 3 steps, because I'm going to just say this. I did not go crazy with juicing all day and eating no carbs and eating no food and all of that. And I'm going to tell you why I'm being honest on here. What I've learned, because many women struggle with their weight, throughout the years, and me, I'm over 40 now, right? From everything going virtual, I'm sitting down all day at my laptop, guys. And so the combination of being older, being less active, sitting at my laptop all day because of my business was also playing an effect. Hey, Whitney! Was also playing an effect on me, my weight gain. I wasn't losing it the way that I normally do. Okay, guys, so all of those things were taking place. And so what I've learned throughout the years, because I've yo-yoed, but recently I was the biggest I've ever been. Guys, I was recently, and you guys even can see like in my face and in my neck, like, because the videos are usually like from waist up, because I'm talking to you guys, like I don't have like any jewelry on or anything right now. It's a tank top, a bra, and some tights. And so this is where I've learned that if you do these crazy diets, that it's really hard to maintain. It's really hard to keep it up. And as soon as you go back to eating this the right way, it comes back on. So I knew that wasn't the way to do it. I had worked with a nutritionist before. So all I did was the small things consistently that I can keep up. That's it, guys. And literally 45 pounds in 90 days, and I still have 20 more pounds to go. So step number one for me was making a decision. And the reason why that's important is because I write down, if you guys know me, I write down all my personal goals, all my health goals, all my family goals, all my financial goals every single day. I started writing down my health goals, like my weight goals and all of those things. And so I made a decision. I'm going to consciously work on this, consciously be disciplined in this area. I'm going to do what I've never done before to have what I've never had. Going along with that decision was tracking. So guys, this was important. This was tracking for me, meaning I write down my goals every day. Everybody in Elite 10 knows that. I write down my goals every single day in my journal, a separate journal. So every day I started to weigh myself in the morning, same time, well, almost the same time, but in the morning, after I got the shower, same scale, same spot, right after I got the shower. So I started tracking my weight every single day. Same spot, same scale, same, like right after I get the shower in the morning time, I'm weighing myself and I was writing it down. Every month I would say December. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and write the day. And every day I would weigh myself so I could track it. That was step number 1, the decision and the tracking. The step number 2, guys, was my beverages. Listen to me, guys. And I learned this when I was like really big, like years and years ago. And I am very big. I'm a huge coffee lover, guys. So I was drinking great big like caramel iced lattes. Shout out to everybody. If you are a coffee lover on here, or a Starbucks, or like lattes, all those things, put it in the comments. Like, I am a coffee lover, guys. I love coffee. So I was drinking caramel iced lattes and macchiatos and cappuccinos. But what I didn't realize is that all of those great big drinks with all that sugar are tons and tons of calories and fat. And so even though, if you know me personally, I am not a foodie. Everybody who knows me personally, I'm actually not a foodie. I'm a thick girl, but I love carbs. I just don't work out enough, and I eat at nighttime because I'm so busy throughout the day. Then at 10 o'clock at night, I'm starving, I eat, and I go to bed. So I knew what the problem was. The problem was that I'm older, that I'm not working out as much, that I'm more stagnant because I'm sitting at my laptop, and the fact that I'm going all day without eating at all, that I'm eating a bunch of carbs and going to bed, right? So I had to identify what the problem was. Why was I this way? Because I'm not a foodie, okay? And so with the beverages, I made a decision to only drink coffee, tea, and water. That's it. Coffee, tea, and water. So all I would do, even with my coffee, guys, now I can drink black coffee, or I would drink like a coffee with a little bit of cream, maybe 1 sugar. I stopped drinking like all the caramel iced lattes and the great big ones, all those things, but I do not deprive myself. This was big. My nutritionist taught me this, guys. No, I'm talking about it now, love. And I may repost this also. So step number 1 for people who just joined was making a decision and tracking. And go back to the beginning. I'll explain to you why I made the decision. It was about discipline in all areas, and also about one of my coaches going on her weight loss journey, and that iron sharpened iron inspired me to get my body right for myself. Also, as I'm getting out of a very bad relationship, a relationship where I love somebody very much and they hurt me, and I'm looking for being healthy and whole and healed. So for my next, hopefully kingdom relationship marriage, I wanted to be whole and healthy in all areas and feel good in my own skin, to be honest with you, right? And let me just add a nugget right here. I'm actually very healthy, meaning that even when I was my biggest weight, I don't have high cholesterol, I don't have high blood pressure, I don't have diabetes. The only kind of ailments I have is really, really bad asthma and also severe anemia, right? And so I always was actually very, very, very healthy. So it really was about being comfortable in my own skin, seeing pictures of myself and videos of myself. One thing about being a speaker and all those things is you see yourself. So all the pictures, seeing how big my face was, all those things. So I made a decision for my beverages. I started with my beverages, only water, coffee, and tea, and I stuck to that. And then even if I did have an urge to have like a caramel iced latte or whatever, I would always just get like a small. I don't deprive myself, but I'm not doing it every day, 3 and 4 or 5 times a day. I heavily increased my water intake. So I would actually, hey y'all, I would actually start with these bottles, and I would make sure that they were all drunk by the end of the day. Now that also helped me with my skin, guys. So I also have very problematic skin, and just because I'm fair, you see everything on my face. So during my cycle, during when I'm stressed out, sometimes some of my asthma medicines break me out. But a blessing in the drinking the water for the weight is that my face started to really clear up, and that's actually one of the goals I also wrote down: clear, even skin. I'm not a big makeup person, but I want to be able to walk outside with nothing on my face at all and just have a really fresh, natural face. And so that's something I've been intentionally working on. Also, is working on my skin. So the water, everything like that helped me. Now I'll say this: with the water, tea, and coffee, those are the only things. If I want some orange juice or I want a soda, then I'll get some orange juice, or I'll get a can of soda. So you don't deprive yourself, because you won't maintain it if you make great big drastic changes that you can't make a lifestyle. This is a nugget right here. I made this lifestyle, not a fad, not a diet, not a season. These are things that I can stick to. So water, tea, coffee, not deprive myself, and only doing smalls. Doing smalls if I do want something like soda or whatever. The last thing was my activity. Guys, the only thing I did was add 30 minutes of either walking or exercise every single day. That's it. 30 minutes daily, consistently. I invested in a treadmill, and then also my steps, guys. So my new house has a bunch of steps. My old house was 4 stories that had a bunch of steps. Thank you so much, guys. And so what I would do is, you guys know how we do. And I'm being honest. I want somebody who wants to lose weight like this. Guys, I didn't do anything crazy. This is why this stuff like this works, and this is why God compelled me to be on here on live on New Year's Eve, talk about some weight when that's not really my brand. But going into 2022, you're going to see a lot more transparency from me, because the level up, the wealth building, the living the life you want includes being physically happy and healthy in your own skin, right? And so with bags and stuff, say I would know how women are, we can carry 4 bags up all the steps, right? Because so we don't have to go up and down the steps. Well, I would intentionally take 2 bags. That way I would have to go, up and down my steps, up and down my steps. I got really, really intentional about, okay, I left my cell phone downstairs. Instead of just staying upstairs all night saying, I'm not going back downstairs, walking back down the steps. If I need to do laundry, going all the way down, all the way back up, guys, I've been doing probably 10 to 15 flight of steps a day just in my house. Nothing crazy. I just up and down the steps, up and down the steps. Another thing that I did in the activity part. So number one was 30 minutes a day, daily, period. Non-negotiable. 30 minutes every single day. I didn't say 2 hours. I didn't say whatever. If I do more, great. But I hold myself to that 30 minutes. That 30 minutes was just walking and steps. That's it. But I also incorporated smaller changes, guys, into my life that have helped tremendously. For example, when we're driving to the grocery store, or driving to the hair salon or whatever, how many of you guys look for the closest parking space? I've like literally the small things. My nutritionist taught me this. Look for the closest parking space. Well, what I started to do is park as far away as possible for a couple of reasons. Y'all gonna stop banging up my Jag and my Audi, okay, with your doors. But I would park way far away. That way, every time I'm going to the store, whatever, I'm walking further. So I used to pick far away parking spaces, go up and down the steps. Guys, those like small things like that you don't think really matter just kept me active. And literally that has like since I was tracking it every single day, it has been like 3 pounds, 5 pounds, 8 pounds every single week consistently. And so not only have I lost it, but I've kept it off. So many of us women, we yo-yo. But guys, I've been intentional, and every single week it's been 3 pounds, 5 pounds, 8 pounds. And now I'm at 90 days and I'm 45 pounds down. I feel great. I'm ready for the new year. And guys, I'm about to tell you my weight. Lord Jesus, do I really got to? So guys, I was my biggest months ago. I was 265 pounds. Yep, this is real. I don't know why, like, well, God, I really had to say all that. Like, yeah. And mind you, if you see me, I'm very like, bottom heavy, but small up top. So I'm proportioned. I carry it really well. I'm blessed that, I always keep my shape. And y'all know I wear them dresses. I wear them dresses for a reason. I'll be snatched up here because my waist is little and I'm buggered on the bottom. So I was 265. So I was at a point where I was uncomfortable. This is not about a man. This is not about what the world says I should look like. And I was not going to spend no money on no liposuction, no tummy, like any of those things that just wasn't for me, because I always felt like my brand has been about authenticity, about doing things that are duplicatable, about being transparent. So I just said, before I even try that route, let me see if I can do it on my own. Okay, and so I was 265. As I stand in front of you right now, today I am 220. Guys, this is the smallest I've been in a long time. Usually like, when I'm like at my average weight or so, like when I've been like the last couple of years or so, I was at like 235-ish. And you know how it is, women. Like, we gonna talk real for a second, because I ain't like, I'm about to end this, right? But let me just tell you, like, I don't fluff. So you know how it is when we're stressed out or we're sick. I get on steroids a lot when I'm on for my asthma. So when I'm sick, or if we're going through relationship problems or whatever, we tend to go, and me, like around my cycle, I start craving chocolate and things of that nature. And so you can yo-yo. So I would yo-yo like a good 5 or 10 pounds. Thank you, guys. Do y'all say it? Tell me, do y'all see? Because I wasn't going to say anything. This is another nugget right here, too. I didn't say to you guys, I'm about to lose weight. I'm about to change my life. I'm about to do these different things. I just started working. And then you all have been commenting on my videos. We see the weight loss. You look a little bit different. This is a nugget for somebody. And I said this in that last live in front of that house, where I was like, you don't have to make announcements. When you do the work, come on, somebody, then they will see the fruit. So I didn't say anything to anybody. You guys started commenting saying, you look a little bit different. You look a little bit different. What's going on? And so one of my mentors said to me, people are celebrated in public for what they do in private. Don't miss it. You're celebrated in public for what you do in private. So privately, I started tracking. Privately, I made a decision and writing it down. Privately, I started drinking more water and cutting down all other beverages and only doing small treats if I wanted to every now and then. Guys, I still can have a cupcake. I still can have ice cream, but I will get an ice cream cone if I have a fix, as opposed to buying a half a gallon of Breyers for my house. Don't deprive yourself, right? But it's the small things. It's proportion, right? So me doing the work in the dark when nobody is looking. Come on, Elite 10. Come on, Colonel Leverage Lifestyle. Come on, Make Real Estate Real. What are you doing in the dark when nobody is looking? Are you really working on your goals, or do you have 3 Snickers bars underneath of your pillow? We just going to talk about it, right? And so, and like, again, like, I'm not a foodie, but a bunch of carbs and really late at nighttime. And because I'm not a great cook, y'all know I'm not a great cook, a lot of processed foods as opposed to like healthier type foods, like all that played. Guys, I even still, another nugget right here, because I run around so much, I do still sometimes get Chick-fil-A or Wendy's or anything else like that. The only thing I did is I'll either, if I do get a meal, I always get small or a kid's meal. That way I'm just getting something to eat, but I'm not like overdoing it. Or I'll just get the sandwich. I won't have any fries and I get a bottle of water. I'll just drink water. So I don't deprive myself. This is a nugget. Don't deprive yourself. But if you just change to getting the small, change to just getting the sandwich and not the whole meal, change to always getting a water with it, something like that that you can actually maintain, you will see the difference, right? Amen. And so just doing the walking, doing the stairs, and then now, I have 20 more pounds to lose. And so my goal weight, so I was 265, guys. I am now today 220, solid 220, right? I feel good. I look good. And guys, when I get too thin, I look like something in the face. Like 200 is the weight that looks really good on me, that I feel good, where I'm still nice and thick. I still got my shape. I still feel like when women, what song plays in your head when you know you look good, you got your heels on and you walking and like, you just like, yes, you hear that music in your head. That's the way where I know I feel really comfortable in my own skin. And so the goal now is to get down to my 20 more pounds to lose, to be at my solid 200, right? And then it's to tone, right? So this is where like I need to then start actually tightening it up. I'm very bottom heavy, like I said. And so, I'm still going to be a thick girl, but then tightening it up. So that's where the weight training and all those things will happen. This is another nugget. I did it in phases, meaning First, I decided to just get into the habit. Then I decided to set the goal for the weight and start to lose it. And then once I hit this goal weight, now I'm going to then incorporate like the weights and things of that nature, tone it up, possibly even get a trainer to come to my house. So, quick recap. It's about discipline. It's about discipline. If I say that I lead by example, I need to lead by example in all areas. If I say that I practice what I preach, I need to practice what I preach in all areas. Also, accountability, having a coach that was working on this, and iron sharpens iron. I said that, if she can do it, I can do it too. And so let me level up in all areas as I'm going through a rebirthing or refocusing and looking at so many more things that God has for me, being comfortable in my own skin. The Make Real Estate Real event in October was a catalyst because I didn't like how I looked. I didn't like how I felt. Even my face was breaking out. It was horrible. Sorry, everybody who was in Mexico with me. I was looking like drained, and I felt drained. I was going through a lot, personally. And then the 3 steps were just making a decision. So being disciplined in that same areas I am in my finances, writing it down daily, weighing myself daily, same time, same scale, same area, every single day, writing down my weight, and then going to just water, coffee, and teas, or going to just smalls and not deprive myself. And then 30 minutes daily. So I didn't do, some people do like 2 hours once a week or 5 hours 2 times a week. That doesn't work for me. For me, because I'm so busy, I know that if I do a manageable amount consistently, I'm very good with consistency. So I play to my strengths. My strengths are consistency. So I said 30 minutes every single day, and I've stuck to that. And then doing the smaller lifestyle things, up and down the steps, picking the farthest away parking space, things of that nature have all equaled 45 pounds in 90 days. So as I get smaller and as I continue on this journey, and as I get to lose this last 20 pounds, guys, and then start to, level up with the toning and all of those things, I will keep you posted as we go into 2022. I'm going to be doing more on my channel, having more programs. And when I talk about wealth, guys, wealth is not about money. Wealth is about being whole, healed, happy, healthy in all areas of your life. Amen. And so this is part of my wealth building ministry, feeling good in my own skin, looking good, being comfortable, not worrying about the size that the doctor's chart says, but the size that I know that I feel the best, Terry, and then leading by example, meaning that, I'm not just talking about it, I'm going to be about it. So I don't have to say that I'm working on my weight. You can see the manifestation of it because I'm doing in the dark, holding myself accountable, what I said I was going to do. It's not about keeping my promise to you or anybody else. I want to end this live by saying that I am practicing keeping the promises I made to myself. I'm practicing keeping the promises I made to myself. So as we go into 2022, I encourage you to look at what areas you're strong and where you're weak, and then to make a decision to be disciplined in all those areas, and not about anybody else, but make the promise to yourself and then hold yourself accountable, because the essence of being an entrepreneur, a winner, an elite, a 1%er is that you're a self-starter, that you're resourceful, that you're disciplined, that it doesn't have to be somebody on your back telling you to do it. You do it because it's the right thing and because you gave your word to yourself. Amen. All right, I hope that was helpful for you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, y'all.